Hello, beloved audience.
Ugh.
I need you to know this.
Ugh.
When this is uploaded, it'll be my birthday. So I am wasting my birthday for you people.
Yeah, that's a thing we should say to our audience, wasting our time for them.
Yeah, well, when they know what movie we're talking about, they'll understand, won't they?
I can't help they're missing some context here.
Oh, we'll get there. Don't you worry. So, well, the movie we're talking about today is
Ugh.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Ugh.
Right off the bat, my brother and I are both very, very big fans of the Dragon Ball series.
Very big.
I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. I kinda, sorta like Super at points. So,
I think that's pretty much how everyone feels.
and GT just is a
We
thing
don't
that
talk about GT. We don't talk about GT, and we don't talk about this, but we're talking about this.
Like, I love the story. I love the characters. I love the character designs. I love everything about it, right? And then there's this piece of shit.
I mean, my God, nothing was done right.
Like, I know adaptations aren't always one-to-one, but mother of God, they didn't get a single thing correct.
It's like they actively made sure nothing was right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This.
It's like they were sitting around snorting cocaine and consuming alcohol. Like, who says we can't make a Dragon Ball movie that actively has nothing to do with Dragon Ball?
I feel like this wasn't. They wrote this script that was like really strange, like weird martial arts things, and some green guy, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, we could do Dragon Ball. Let's just throw some Dragon Ball names in there, and nobody will question it.
This movie is literally the Epicac scene from Family Guy. Just replace Epicat with fucking Dragon Ball Evolution, and you have the exact same scene.
Honestly, though, where do I begin with this fucking movie? So the plot. Jesus Christ! I actually need to get a plot summary up because this movie's already fading from my memory, and I just watched it like 2 days ago. And I think
I've only legitimately been this mad at a film. I mean, Miss Congeniality was bad. Rent infuriated me beyond all I can't even say the words. I was so mad at Rent, I couldn't even talk straight with that one.
Now, this
one hurts me.
Before I talk about the plot, if I knew nothing about Dragon Ball, this would still be bad. Let me clarify right now. Even if I wasn't a fan of Dragon Ball, I would still think this was shit. But because I am a fan of Dragon Ball, this yanks at my heartstrings.
It hurts. It actively hurts me watching it.
So, apparently, like, they sort of... This movie's sort of based on the King Piccolo arc from the original Dragon Ball.
It's like they took the King Piccolo arc, mixed it with the Pilaf arc, and threw in the World Tournament because.
Mixed with Gohan's high school years in the Buu Saga.
And yes! Success?
Because Goku went to high school, right?
Goku went to school, right?
So they sort of kind of mimic the original, where they have like, Demon King Piccolo was imprisoned by the Mafuba. That's about as close to Dragon Ball lore as you're going to get in this movie.
I mean, they named the Namecs.
Yeah, they name dropped Namekians. That's about it. But so we cut to our main protagonist, who, of course, is Goku. It's a Dragon Ball thing, so of course the main character is Goku. In name only. This ain't Goku.
He acts nothing like Goku. Nothing!
Now, the Goku is a lovable dummy. Alright?
He's a dumbass.
But he's such a likable character that you just kind of let it go. At least in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. Pretty much modern Dragon Ball.
I mean, he's got moments, but that's a podcast for another day.
Yeah, so this is the first episode of a long string of Dragon Ball related episodes we will be doing.
But this is not.
We just want to get the worst out of the way.
Goku is not teen angst thirst boy. But in this movie, he is.
That's actually the name of my heavy metal band.
But he's got teenage horn dog angst for Chi-Chi. Which, I mean.
I don't blame him.
Goku does have love for Chi-Chi in the original. He does. But he was never this thirsty over.
No, because he didn't understand any of it because he's an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. But point is, he's being trained by Grandpa Gohan, which is accurate and not at the same time, and I'll get to that later.
The guy who plays Gohan is the guy who played the Keymaker in Matrix Reloaded.
Oh my god, it is. Does he just like doing bad action movies?
I guess so.
But yeah, Goku.
God, the Matrix movie. Well, the first one's all right. The sequels suck.
So Goku is given the Dragon Ball by his grandpa, and gets made fun of by kids at school for being different.
Even though he's not that different, and looking at this kid, there's no way he would be ostracized.
No, he's just, oh hey, I'm gonna be on Shameless in a few years.
Yeah, that'll save my career.
It's basically Bulma's actress too, but we'll get to her later.
Yeah, it really makes it weird going back and knowing what they do in Shameless, and then they're Goku and Bulma.
But like Goku sees Chi-Chi struggling to open a locker, and he's like, "I'll just use Ki to open it and not look like a dumbass."
I'm honestly surprised they didn't try saying Chi.
I'm glad they at least said Ki. But she's like, oh, "You know about Ki," and he's like, "You know about Ki? Oh my god,
I know Ki."
You want to come to a party? Oh, yeah, I want to go to a party. The Ox King's not going to be there, but I'll go to your house castle. Sure.
Even though the Ox King and Gohan were both trained by Roshi, that's why they know each other.
I know. I know. But then Piccolo's free. They never explain why.
He's just there. Like, they don't show him being freed.
And he's hunting the Dragon Balls and kills Grandpa Gohan, which is not lore accurate. But for the purpose
not lore accurate at all. He doesn't even fight Gohan. He just kind of blows up the house.
Did King Piccolo and Grandpa Gohan ever interact? Ever?
No, they've never interacted.
No. Master Roshi did, but not Grandpa Gohan. But so Grandpa Gohan's Goku finds him because he's like, "There's something wrong with my grandpa." So he goes back to his house and he's like, "Find Master Roshi."
What is it? What makes him go back to his house?
He could sense it.
That's what that was?
Yeah, he's like, "There's something wrong with Grandpa." He could sense it. Which, okay, fine. That's a thing. Key sensing is a thing in Dragon Ball. Fine.
Sure, whatever.
The next day, he's jumped by Bulma.
Oh, God.
And they agree to help each other.
I'm sorry. How is this Bulma? This is Bulma in name only.
You mean the entire cast?
Roshi's is the closest thing.
Yeah. But they agree to help each other find the Dragon Balls.
Even blue!
She's got a strand of blue in her hair.
Bulma doesn't... This fucking movie, I swear to God.
But so they go to...
Although they did get the fact that Bulma did shoot Goku at point blank range for no reason.
Yeah. The original Dragon Ball was wild.
The story begins, well, it's a tale as old as time. Girl hits boy with a car, girl proceeds to shoot boy.
Then he saves her from a pterodactyl, normal everyday stuff. Anyway.
Girl hits boy with car is the name of my emo band.
So, they go to Paozu City, where Roshi is. Roshi's on a fucking island in Kame House. He's a fucking hermit.
No, he's in the middle of a hole in a city.
He's the fucking turtle hermit who lives
on and by the
way,
the only time we actually see Goku eating something, one of the most defining traits of the character is he loves food.
I hate this. So...
Everything about this makes me violently angry.
Also, every time Goku finds a Dragon Ball, he has like this weird flash of some werewolf thing.
That's in between every time, just in chat with tries to look angry or intimidating. He just has like the look he has to take a huge fart.
So Master Roshi agrees to help them find the Dragon Balls, and they fall into a hole that Yamcha made.
Because, of course, Yamcha is here!
You know who's not here? Krillin!
Yamcha made the cut! But Krillin?
Goku's best friend.
Arguably one of the most important characters of this franchise.
Also, where's Tien? Where's
Chaozu? Where's Puar and Oolong? Oh wait, they decided not to do the anthropomorphic animals because that'd be too weird.
No, we got a green guy from space. Okay.
We have flying cars that are in capsules.
Oh my god, I hate Yamcha in this movie so much.
How do you make the anime Yamcha actually more likable?
That's sad, isn't it?
That's very sad. Like, if there's anything this movie did right is make us like, Yamcha's not that bad.
Oh, also they get jumped by Mai, who's like literally no match for Goku.
Dude, Mai is just kind of there.
Oh yeah, Mai's there. Where's Shun? Where's
Pilaf?
Emperor Pilaf? They're just here.
But it's again Mai in name only. There's nothing to indicate it's the character.
Oh, and also there's no cymbal, there's no drum, there's no tambourine.
No, it's we have these like spike putties.
Yeah, that Piccolo just kind of makes. Okay, sure.
I think the creators of this film got like a brief, very bad summary of Dragon Ball and just went off with that.
They had to have, because this is... Anyway, for some reason, now they're at the World Tournament, and Chi-Chi's there.
Yeah, Chi-Chi just kind of just keeps disappearing and just being brought back because they don't know what to do with her.
And, Chi-Chi's fighting Mai, who, like, slices her, and just lets herself get beat up. Okay, we'll get back to that later. But, Chi-Chi joins the group, and Roshi starts trying to teach Goku the...
Does she really join the group?
Not really.
No, she doesn't. She just kind of appears, disappears.
Yeah, so Goku...
I swear she's a ghost.
Goku starts trying to learn the Kamehameha, which... In the original series, he just does.
Frankie, you don't understand. It's the most advanced form of air bending.
Oh, yes, because Dragon Ball has airbenders.
Yeah, that's what they're air bending.
Yeah, no, it's not a key wave or anything.
I think they wrote this when Avatar: The Last Airbender was super popular.
Like, it's not one of the most iconic attacks in anime manga history or anything.
No, it's not.
It's not the most famous attack in the Dragon Ball series.
Nope,
it's airbending!
It's all airbending.
But Goku learns it because he's like, I get to make out and have sex with Chi-Chi if I do.
Pretty much, his power is drawn from his horniness.
Now, keep in mind, in the original Dragon Ball, Goku was 12 when he first learned the Kamehameha, and he learned it by trying it once.
He just said, that looks cool.
This version of Goku's 18 was about the same age as Goku was when he fought Piccolo at the end of the World Martial Arts Tournament, who was able to destroy the moon at that point. Okay. Now, I know for Dragon Ball standard, that's pretty weak. But that makes this version of Goku look like the biggest pussy in Dragon Ball history.
Jesus.
Like, this version of Goku, such a wimp compared to actual Goku, it's not even funny.
Dude! And also, where's all the decent fights?
It's like they actively don't have fight scenes in a series known for its fights. The battle with Frieza is one of the most iconic battles in anime history. And then you have
long and drawn out, in my opinion, but whatever.
Oh, what? It's better in Kai. But where's all the combat here? Oh, that's right.
We have to make room so Goku can learn how to get the girl.
So Chi-Chi and Chi-Chi fight each other because Mai mutates.
Which two Chi-Chis in one film is not problematic.
No. But Goku can't tell Chi-Chi apart from Chi-Chi, so he knocks her out. And then Mai shoots Goku and steals the Dragon Balls. And Piccolo's like, I'm a summon the dragon.
Look, summon
and
takes a sweet ass time. Like they had to literally travel to where they set up.
Master Roshi had a backup plan because he didn't think Goku was gonna
be strong enough.
So he's like, I'm gonna do the Mafuba again. So they're trying to do what the original show did, which was Master Roshi did actually use the Mafuba on King Piccolo and failed, which is what caused him to die. So they try to pull some original Dragon Ball lore, and it's just done a lot worse.
Worse.
Like, so they get to King Piccolo's place, and Goku puts on his orange gi, which he gets from his grandpa, not Master Roshi.
In fairness, the gi does look pretty decent. Like, I don't mind it having blue pants.
It's fine, I guess.
It's fine. It's whatever. But
you find out that werewolf thing I mentioned earlier is Uzaru, who is
the great ape.
So Saiyans just don't exist in this universe?
Well, I guess I'll just talk about it. They were actually banking on doing sequels, and in the sequel they would introduce Vegeta and the Saiyans.
My guess is Frieza would have been the main villain of the sequel, is my guess.
And honestly, based on the after credits scene, they were probably just going to have Demon King Piccolo give him Piccolo Jr.'s arc.
Which is wrong. But
in so many levels.
Goku turns into a werewolf. And which is
actually he goes full Teen Wolf. He's gonna play basketball and win the championship game and get Chi-Chi in the end.
Yeah, pretty much. But he calms down after killing Roshi when he learns to accept himself
him killing Roshi is not even brutal or messed up. It's literally he just steps on him.
Now, granted, Great Ape Goku did, in fact, kill somebody in the original continuity. He killed his grandfather.
Yes.
As the Great Ape. Which is a lot more tragic than him just choking out Roshi for no reason.
It's not even really choking. His arm is just like pressing on his neck. It's nothing.
But then Goku beats Piccolo really easily.
Dude, this fight is terrible.
Like, you're telling me that's the... were they trying...
Dude, it's literally Goku only throws 2 punches.
Like, were they trying to do the whole... Remember when, in the original Dragon Ball, how Goku defeats King Piccolo? Were they trying to mimic that, but just make it worse?
No, because he flies up to him with the Kamehameha, but, like, dude, like, the cinematography is terrible. Literally, Goku only throws 2 punches.
And then he does Kamehameha, which is the only time he says Kamehameha in the whole movie.
Yeah.
King Piccolo's beat. They summon Shenlong, which is his Japanese name, so fine, whatever.
Sure.
And bring Roshi back to life. And then they were like, let's go find the Dragon Balls again. And then Chi-Chi and Goku have a relationship and spar. And then Piccolo's alive at the end. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Oh
my God.
God. Where the fuck do you even begin with this goddamn movie?
I know we go a little longer with plot summary and we do our jokes, but we just wanted to get through this plot summary. We'll just go on a rant and maybe talk about something else. Just talk about some daily shit.
There have been adaptations of stuff I haven't really been a fan of, right? Like Batman and Robin's not a great movie. Okay.
No.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. Not particularly a fan of those movies.
I'll call Amazing Spider-Man a film. I won't call Amazing Spider-Man 2 one.
I'm not a big fan of, like, Batman versus Superman, or...
I'm not a fan of the DC, whatever it's fucking...
DC...
The old universe.
I mean, the Suicide Squad was pretty good.
Aquaman was alright, minus Amber Heard.
But
the first Shazam was good.
I have never seen an adaptation that made me as angry as this one.
This one hurt. It hurt.
Like, and the thing is, there have been good theatrically released Dragon Ball movies. They do exist.
They're animated.
And
they're done by the creator.
Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Broly, Superhero. Those are all...
any of the other films that were released in Japan.
And not all of those are good.
Not all of them, but I mean, a lot of them are.
And like the thing, there are some things that don't translate well to live action. Dragon Ball is one of them.
You think this could translate into live action?
No, I don't think Dragon Ball. No, I just said Dragon Ball is one thing that does not. translate into live action. I don't think it could. The way the fight scenes play out, you just could not do it.
I'll give Man of Steel this. It came close to what I would think a Dragon Ball movie could look like.
But I can't think of a less accurate adaptation of a character than Goku. Oh,
okay.
My God.
See, in the all these actors, minus Yamcha, because he's not an actor, he was a singer, are all talented actors and actresses.
Look at them in Shameless.
Look at them in Shameless. Look at Jamie Chung and anything else she's done. Who plays Chi-Chi? Chow Yun-fat! For God's sakes!
James, the guy who plays Piccolo, actually is an official Dragon Ball material after this. He plays Zamasu.
He's Spike from Buffy. He's actually a Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah, that's why
they told him a bigger name director was going to do it, and the film was like $120 million film. When he went to set, he found out it was like only $50 million.
I think it was 30. I think it was
or something like that. Like they should have lied to get him in the film.
But I'm glad it worked out for him because he actually got to be in a.
No, I'm glad it worked out for every one of the actors in this.
Yeah, but this is not Goku.
Okay, we're just gonna go full in. Is Goku, the fact that he's played by a white person?
That's not the issue.
No, because here's my I don't what the word I'm trying to think of.
Goku's not Japanese, he's an alien.
Yes, thank you.
He's a fucking alien.
Thank you.
He's from another planet. So him being white is not the problem. The problem is he has nothing at all like Goku.
He has no characteristics of Goku.
He is more like... No, he's not even more like Gohan. Because Gohan's not like this either.
No, because literally Goku and Gohan did not care. They were... Well, Gohan didn't care he was considered a geek. And he's like, what? Okay. Goku
didn't go to school.
Goku's too stupid to understand that people are making fun of him.
Even when Goku does understand, he doesn't give a shit because he believes in himself. He doesn't care.
And that's the biggest flaw in the writing for this Goku. He doesn't believe in himself.
Why did they put him in high school? Goku, that's more Gohan. Gohan did that.
Another huge thing about this, what does Goku love more than anything?
Food and fighting. Those are his two favorite things.
Doesn't really shout out and shock everyone for comedy, and he doesn't mention how much he wants to fight.
But again, he's also just not a Saiyan. He's like a demon or something that worked with King Piccolo? What?
If they had done the sequel where they introduced, did Piccolo just abduct Goku as a baby or something?
I guess.
Did he find the pod and just take the baby?
Sure. Does Bardock exist in this universe?
But was he Ozaru the whole time and then they found him as a baby? Did they
What was Frieza involved somehow? I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
Now let's move out. We went for the protagonist. Let's talk about the antagonist. If you were going to do a Dragon Ball film, naturally the first villain you use is King Piccolo. Okay, fine.
Okay, sure. I'm fine with that.
The problem is, honestly, he's one of the better characters in the movie.
Yeah.
But I just didn't care.
He's barely in the film.
Now, if you guys know anything about Dragon Ball...
And he does nothing!
If you guys know anything about Dragon Ball, King Piccolo is actually pretty bottom tier when it comes to villain threateningness. He's very low on the list.
Back then...
At the time, he was the big deal, but, literally he's eclipsed by, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu.
Vegeta.
Even Vegeta, yeah. But they make him out to be, this super powerful being, and me as a Dragon Ball fan, Frieza exists. He's out there.
Yeah, but you're going into with Z knowledge, or if you're going with just Dragon Ball knowledge. No, Demon King Piccolo is a big deal. It's a big friggin' deal.
He is. And again, he's the first villain. He was really the first real villain in Dragon Ball. Because Emperor Pilaf's not a villain. The Red Ribbon Army, what the fuck ever, right?
I mean, couldn't you consider Missionary Tao as a real true villain?
I kinda...
But he doesn't really do much.
Not on the level of Demon King Piccolo.
No.
Demon King Piccolo was the first, this is an evil evil guy. Like, King Piccolo was like evil. Evil.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas this version just kind of feels like, hi, I exist.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I think that's pretty much what James was like saying while on set. It's like, hi, I exist. Am I going to do anything?
He's in like, what, 3 or 4 scenes?
4 is being generous.
He's barely a factor in the movie, and he gets beaten so quickly, but it took a big effort to beat King Piccolo in the original Dragon Ball. It took everything Goku had to take him down. And here he just kind of beats him.
Frank, honestly, I wouldn't even say it took everything Goku, because by the time Goku got to that fight, he whooped King Piccolo's ass.
Yeah, but King Piccolo was able to break almost all of his limbs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, by dirty tactics. I mean, had he not done that, Goku easily had that fight.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying,
but that's a conversation when we actually review Dragon Ball.
But if you actually just break down the fight, King Piccolo had him beat. I mean, he may have cheated, just like Frieza did in Resurrection F, but King Piccolo still had him beat until Goku's like, I still have an arm. Fuck you.
Fuck yeah.
So it really took a lot. It took everything Goku had to take him down.
Yeah.
Here he just does
it.
And it's pathetic.
Dude, we didn't even talk about, they didn't even get to how the Kamehameha works right. How any of the beams work. They're more... they literally have... It's this weird effect and it's like gust of air.
Oh, and then don't get me started on Bulma. I mean, she's not the worst character in the movie.
No, I think she is. This is...
No, to be honest...
You're great in Phantom, you're great in Shameless. What the fuck? You had to have known this was garbage, Emmy. You had to, and you're like, I'm not even gonna fucking try it with this shit.
No, I think the worst character in the movie is fucking Yamcha.
But that would require me caring about Yamcha. I actually care about Bulma.
I mean,
I need a sensu bean for that one.
Ooh. Well, Yamcha's just kind of like a surfer dude. He's like, yo, what's up, Rush?
Literally, he even looks like a surfer dude.
Where's the Wolfang Fist?
Does any give you any indication that he's a fighter or a desert bandit?
The only attack from Dragon Ball in this movie is the Kamehameha. It's still wrong. No, I don't.
Like, he literally flies up to Piccolo. It's not a beam. He's literally flying up to... Ugh.
And Chi-Chi is not a goddamn thing like Chi-Chi.
She's not a goddamn thing in this, so she has no character but fawning over Goku. Because they give her nothing to do.
She's just there for Goku to have a love interest.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, where's the Ox King? Where's, like, the Bonsho fan? Where's Nimbus? Where is anything?
Power pole!
He has a stick in one scene. Okay, whoop-de-doo, they never call it the power pole. Where is anything resembling Dragon Ball?
What the hell happened?
This
get approved. How did Toriyama approve this?
Okay, thank you for that. I will say this: if this movie did not exist, we would not have gotten a Dragon Ball Renaissance a few years later.
And that's true, but again, he had to have approved this.
I don't know, man. Well, he doesn't own the right. He doesn't own Dragon Ball.
What?
Toriyama doesn't own Dragon Ball.
How does he not own his own creation?
It's owned by Toei Animation.
What?
Just because he wrote it, like Ed Boon doesn't own Mortal Kombat.
I thought he did.
No, Ed Boon, Warner Brothers owns Mortal Kombat. Toriyama does not own Dragon Ball.
Oh my god.
He created it, but it's owned by Shueisha.
You would think they would have been a bit more protective of their biggest thing.
I don't know.
Because let's be honest, Dragon Ball is the cow that keeps on giving the milk.
The Dragon Ball is always making money. Between the constant merchandise, it's always selling manga, even though it's been over a while. The manga's still going.
Technically with Super, but it's never not in stock.
There's
OG Dragon Ball NZ, like it's never not being printed.
Always, the show is always in syndication. Like, Dragon Ball is a moneymaker. All the video games always do really well. The figure arts sell really well. They're always making
It's literally, I would argue, it's literally Japan's Star Wars.
It's probably the biggest anime manga franchise there is.
I think so. It has to be.
If you were to ask me who the most iconic manga anime character is, I'd have to say Goku.
Yeah.
I know there are people who love Naruto and love Bleach, and that's fine, right?
Bleach, One Piece, but let's be honest.
You're not gonna tell me those characters are as iconic as Goku is.
I mean, there were anime adaptations in the U.S. and across the country with like Speed Racer, Astro Boy. They've done it way earlier. Dragon Ball is what made anime popular outside of Japan.
That and Pokemon.
Yeah.
So Goku is such a worldwide known character.
He's in the Thanksgiving parade, for God's sakes.
Yeah, he is. Blue Goku is. You're right. And you'd think they'd treat the franchise with a little more respect. But this movie is like, I'm gonna jerk off and make some money. How about you fucking...
Some executive must have gotten fired.
And you know what? You know what's funny? This movie bombed bad.
I don't even remember seeing it trailers on TV or in theaters. I don't even remember seeing this playing in any theater.
Dragon Ball Superhero, which came out last year, was actually number 1 at the box office.
Doesn't shock me.
That was the first Dragon Ball movie to open at number 1, actually.
Because it's a great film.
Oh, it's great. But what I'm saying is, Dragon Ball fans will go see a Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, yeah. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, if you do it right, like Battle of Gods, like Resurrection F, Broly, Superhero. People will go watch it. But this is not good, and nobody thought it was going to be good, because we all thought you were shitting on our franchise. Because you did shit on our franchise.
I don't even remember. I never saw anything about this. There was no press for this.
If there is a positive to this movie, if it weren't for this movie, we would not have Beerus, or Super Saiyan God, or Ultra Instinct, or the new version of Broly. We would not have all of these new things in Dragon Ball. So sometimes, and it's kind of like the Sonic 06 effect, where sometimes you just sink to rock bottom to build back up.
Yeah, honestly, between this and GT, Dragon Ball had to hit rock bottom until we get where it is now.
If I'm honest, I like GT a lot more than this piece of shit.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Even though I fucking despise GT. Everything about GT.
I am no fan of Dragon Ball GT. But I will watch the fucking Shadow Dragon saga front to back 8,000 times before I will sit through. Again.
I will sit through the Super Android 17 arc.
That arc is
over this. I will sit through the Hunt for the Black Star Balls.
That's the most. I would rather. Look, I would rather fucking someone staple my dick hole and force me to watch the Omega Shenron fight over and over again than continue watching this movie. It's just so bad.
Atari made Dragon Ball Z beat 'em up game for PlayStation 2. Dragon Ball Sagas.
Oh, I hate that game.
Then watch this again.
Yeah, that game's bad. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. This is, in my opinion, the worst movie I've ever watched.
It's up there for me. I'm not going to lie.
Objectively, I still think The Room is the worst movie, but I fucking love The Room so much. I hate this. I absolutely hate this.
Miss Congeniality, Rent, and this
and the reason
are the bottom of the barrel.
And probably the reason I hate this so much is because I am such a Dragon Ball fan. It is one of my favorite franchises. And to see it just butchered like this fucking stings.
Yeah, I picked this film because I knew we'd get out of the way and we could talk about good Dragon Ball products. Because originally, when Frankie was taking a break from the podcast, I had pitched to him doing a podcast about just strictly Dragon Ball. But now that he's back, I'm just going to combine that into our show, and so I can talk about Dragon Ball and my love for Dragon Ball.
So, content creator shout out here. Speaking of Dragon Ball, you guys should check out Geekdom 101 if you are big fans of Dragon Ball. He does really great breakdowns. He understands the series better than a lot of other YouTubers. I suggest checking him out, for sure.
2 shout outs. We have a YouTube channel and a podcast out. I'm going to give a shout out to Totally Not Mark. He does manga reviews. He does excellent Dragon Ball reviews, excellent Naruto reviews, Demon Slayer. Check him out. He's great. And as for podcasts, I want to give a shout out to someone who's doing a podcast that's actually very near and dear to my heart. If not for him and 4 of his friends, I would not be interested in music like I am. Frosted Tips, hosted by Lance Bass. He interviews boy band members, and they just shoot the breeze.
Lance Bass has a podcast?
Lance Bass has a podcast, and he's got in Joey, he's got in JC, Nick Carter, and AJ from the Backstreet Boys, and countless others.
Oh, shit.
Wondering if he's going to get Justin. Let's see if Justin will actually get off his high horse.
Yeah, we'll see. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. So.
Though I hear NSYNC is actually reuniting to do a song for the new Trolls movie.
Huh.
So I'll be excited for that.
Before I have a absolute mental breakdown.
Oh, I've already had several brain aneurysms.
Like, I had to pause this movie for like an hour and walk away at one point.
Oh, did you really pause it?
I paused it and just walked away.
Yeah, because this is your first time actually seeing it all the way through.
I could never finish it. Like,
when were the other times you actually tried watching it?
Like 2012, and then I tried again 2016. Could not do it.
And how did you come across? Where did you find the means to watch it?
YouTube.
YouTube actually had it?
I had it for a while. Yeah, it doesn't anymore. But I had to watch. I am not ever buying this movie. Okay, not doing it.
Oh, I will. No.
I own every season of Z, original Dragon Ball GT, Super, Kai, all the movies except Superhero.
I think I have all the movies except for History of Trunks and Bardock. I need to get those. I have all of Z. I need to get Ball. Ball is the one I want the most. I'm not getting GT.
I have a wall of Dragon Ball figure arts. Like, I have a Dragon Ball.
I have a few Dragon Ball figure arts. I have a lot of the manga.
I need to get those. I need to get the
manga.
It's
a great read.
It's expensive, but
the book.
Next time we meet, we are going to discuss a movie that is very near and dear to me and my brother's hearts.
We already did Lion King.
Besides that, the next time we meet, we are going to talk about the Velocipaster.
I've seen that film. How is that near and dear to my heart?
I'm actually kidding. We're talking about that later.
Oh, we're not doing a Velocipaster?
No, I'm joking. I'm actually joking. All seriousness, I would like to talk about a movie that actually defined my childhood. And that is going to be Mortal Kombat.
Okay. This is just because the new Mortal Kombat's coming out soon, isn't it?
Exactly. Mortal Kombat 11's on the way. So we're going to talk about the 90s Mortal Kombat next time.
Bet.
So, I want to thank you guys so much for listening into Dragon Ball fans rant about the worst part of the franchise.
And look forward to more Dragon Ball reviews.
And honestly, if you like this movie, you need to get your fucking brain checked. Because
I have not met a single person that's liked this film. Dragon Ball fan, non-Dragon Ball, no one likes this film. Then again, I don't think a lot of people know this film exists outside of Dragon Ball fan.
So, to clarify, it's Mortal Kombat next time, not Velocipaster. I don't want to watch that anytime soon. So, Mortal Kombat will be the next video.
Yes.
And till then, thank you guys so much for listening. Take care.
Bye.